Alright. We'll give everyone a minute or two to roll on in. Get their way to Mosey as I continue to set up for the stream. Alright, what were our games? First, you are first. We kick off in Roswell as the aliens host the rush. This will be a great game, I think. Alright. Play now. Spectate. Aliens host the rush. Right. You are first. Yes. How's it going? I'm just dealing with something right now before I forget. Getting rid of these sample mods before I forget about them. There we go. Now we will never see them again. It's going. That's fair. But hey, at least it's Friday. It's hopefully the end of a long week. Hopefully it's the weekend. And it's SCFSL game night. What more do you need? He was a jazz man saying he was here. Been traveling all day to go home. Okay, I get that. Roswell has a 70% chance. But I don't know. I feel like that is a threshold to make the bet fun. So let me just get the weather. As we have what is a great game. Clear, low winds. And let's see, we're in Roswell, which means there's only one stadium that we can play Roswell in. That's Orlando. Yeah. I thought it was Roswell had a 19%, which is why we're going to do a prediction of just who will win. And we're not doing it for 30 seconds. We're doing it for 5 minutes. We're starting the prediction. And let's go. Hello.
On YouTube.
How's it going?
Hello. It is good.
Excellent.
Did I miss anything important?
Nope. Game just started.
Sweet.
I love this week because there are no bad games on the schedule.
Not even the one that's meant to. There's supposed to be a blowout.
There's one bad game on the schedule. I will take those odds. I'm gonna lose. Oh no. Has the white guy done a kiss of death?
Or a Phil Pryor prediction.
Yeah. As Taba Tabai is going to get to the 40.
Now, I need to clarify my memory. Is it the aliens or is it the dragons in the rebuild?
Both.
Makes sense.
Take my points from Green Army. Love it. It's 1K on the line for each of them. Grimes has time and deflected. And Taba Tabai with nothing but space. That's a touchdown.
Hit it. Ooh. Look at that.
And it's high winds, dude. It's no good.
Damn, Waterman. This is why I wish Phil was here.
Yeah, he does it with more gusto than I do.
Hey.
No.
I'm fat.
No, but it's totally like, look, if I were to say where my strength in the booth it's remembering just history and random stuff about players.
Right.
I know that. It's not. That was quite a muff.
What is that? Is that color and then Phil's play-by-play?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I'm
Joe Buck and Troy
both,
Aikman.
but yeah, there's not. Everyone tries to color commentate, which makes it a little trickier. But anyway, let's focus on as Virginia Emmett, who had an explosive game last time, is starting off strong, making this 3rd and 2.
It was, what, Wednesday?
Yeah. And Thunderball jukes!
And
Thunderball to the
Thunderball
house!
gone.
What a run.
Thunderball is a very electric runner.
Absolutely. And Thunderball with a 78-yard run touchdown, which possibly, depending on how Botterman kicks, gives the Rush the lead. And no, it's high winds, dude.
We can only hope for something like the Hammerheads game.
Hammerhead's game was great. And there's another muff punt, speaking of. Tabatabai is going to struggle to pick this one up and get to about the 25.
Now, is it on the kicker or the awareness of top to buy?
I think that has to be a bit of both. Grimes back to pass. And a costly drop from Salami Lid. And so Grimes again. And it's a pick by Botterman.
Rich.
And I am losing frames. That's not good. Now we're good.
Yeah, it was a little bad, but it was alright.
Look, I'm all here for... By the way, fun fact, last season, because we did compile all the Botterman stats, volumetrically, Botterman did lead in interceptions. That was about it. But it's kind of neat. Thunderball falls forward and gets the first. Botterman will not be Defensive Player of the Year, because that would mean I'd have to specify which Botterman. Keep in mind, it's an army of Bottermans. Short pass out here. Mason Jordan finds Virginia Emmett, but not enough, and it's 2nd and 7. One can dream. That's true. Do Botterman dream of electric footballs? And Thunderball met behind the line. Friend Humbaga will get him. End of the first, and one play after this. And it's 3rd and goal. And it's a pick! Shane Flaherty is going to get that one. Oswald gets the turnover, meaning with 2 seconds left in the first quarter, the Aliens don't give up a point. Deep bomb downfield and well covered by the DB. That'll end the first quarter, 6-all. Huge pick by Flaherty there. Grimes finds Tabatabai, who gets first down. Salami Lid, with nothing but space, Lid to the house. Had a one-on-one juke, and he took advantage of it.
We should have done an over and under on made PATs.
I don't like betting on Bottermans. That's just never a fun game. Might be a running back game though, absolutely, as it's the kick is good, meaning that they need a score and a Botterman extra point. It's dicey. As Sanic is going to not muff this one and get to the 35.
Hello, dog in TOK's background.
It's 2 dogs actually. It's amazing. I don't even know which ones they are. My microphone's super sensitive and it's fun. Doesn't sound like the Bichon on the 4th floor.
Thunderbolt sack for a loss by Flaherty.
Play action here is incomplete. So it's going to be a punt from the rush. Flaherty is having a game. I believe he actually won. So if you didn't see, I posted the awards. Flaherty, I think, won one as well. That one's going to be down by about the 12.
I think it might have been Dev League defensive player.
It
maybe?
wasn't Dev League. I know that. Flaherty's not been in the Dev League in a while. Has he ever actually played in the Dev League? I think he created before the Dev League existed.
S6.
Okay, 5. He might have joined right as Dev League was created, but I think he was a straight call-up.
I think maybe we picked him up on waivers and then drafted him.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So, yeah, Flaherty never played in the Dev League. Great catch by Radiant's Ham, as there's a sack, though, by Junip Panda. I was talking with him about his stats earlier. It said he had racked up nothing, and there he is. Now, Ham is coming in. It's nothing quite like the meat aisle of the Roswell Aliens. Hello, Odeon. How is it going? Wide open is Tabatabai. 20 points.
I'm getting great points from him, Dave. Thank you.
Someone should have picked up Grimes. He's got some pretty good yardage for velocity.
Did you pick up Grimes?
No, I picked Beeman like a dum-dum.
Nah.
I picked Julian McMorris, and I switched to wide receiver, so I don't know what I'm doing.
Why don't you pick up Jerry Riggs? I think I found the new game plan in testing.
On your own team too, TLK.
Yeah, but it's okay.
There's no switches. I wish there were.
Yeah, I don't know how the heck we're handling that though. Am I just gonna have 4 flex players?
I mean, I guess Infidel would let you draft another quarterback.
I know he will. What I'll probably do is I'll probably, just for sake of consistency, stick with the Wallabies quarterback. It's Emmett to the house.
Touchdown.
And they're not going for 2. Wait, why would they go for 2? If they miss this, they go for 2. So if they score again, they will be going for 2.
You said something, huh? You had to say that.
I just couldn't do the math in my head really fast. And all of a sudden, I forgot that a touchdown was worth 6, and they were going for the extra point and not going for a second touchdown. My brain shorted is the bulk of it. We've had... I think I've been doing, outside of my run/walk today, nothing but sim league work all day. My brain is a little fried. As Salami lid. Is he going to make it? He's going to make it! He jukes! And let's see if Botterman can go 3 in a row. No! It's high winds, dude.
This game will... Now it's only a 2-possession game. Instead of a... Well, it's going to be 2 regardless. Again, math is not our strong suits tonight, chat.
As Dust likes to point out, I always love the math from the booth. That was a dirty juke by Salami Lid, though. I do love that. cuts in just to beat him. And one-on-one coverage. Emmett can't come down with it. Mason Jordan is 3 for 9.
But they are still in this.
Absolutely. We still got second half football. As Roswell's calling their first time out, they're confident they can get a stop and that they can get the ball back. Thunderball is shifty, but not shifty enough, and so their timeout works wonders. With a minute 6, Roswell's getting the ball. And it's muffed again. Who is your, is it free safety, strong safety?
Yeah, it's free safety because I have Blair returning my punts.
So, is that what number would that be?
Second. It's either second or the third DB. Just give me both of them.
Well, that's funny because I'm pretty sure Johnson and Flaherty, my two only DBs, are at 2 and 3.
Huh, that's funny. And Salami Lid gets the first down. It's free safety. Yeah, no, it's a question of what the index number is. And I used to know that off the top of my head, and I can't. And Taba Tabai is going to start to make this a massacre. Because they've now put up 20 points on the rush. I think,
20 points on the rush?
well, 21-point gap.
Oh.
When is the Lions game? Odeon, the Lions game is next. It was actually the only game on the schedule that looked like it was one-sided. So I figured, why not get it out of the way and just have nothing but good games for the rest of Friday night? Every other game on paper has the potential to be just complete fun.
How will the rush respond now after giving up a touchdown?
By
They
throwing
will-
a near pick.
That is the way of the Toronto Rush. That's going to be a hold as Virginia Emmett catches it. And what do you know? I'm right. Where's me?
I mean, you've been wrong. So,
But I'm right.
this time you are. Fair enough. Virginia Emmett has 77 yards on 3 receptions. Virginia about 25 a catch. Deep bomb
Yeets
downfield.
it. Incomplete.
8 seconds to go.
I figured they'll just hand it off to Thunderball. Yeah. Not just, I thought they were going to yeet it into the stratosphere.
Yeah, that's 50-50. All right. The rush will be starting with the ball. Down by 21. They're going to need a little bit of luck to get back into this. But they definitely can do it. So, Dave, I have a question.
Yes.
As most of your team is set down, does this win set back your plans if you win?
I guess the question is, can the Knights get a win? And
How much do you need that one overall? Let me ask that question. Let's start
I
there.
don't think I need it that bad. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like, I think that we draft well. I think we've always kind of drafted well. So picks are like picks aren't super important to me, especially their number. It's more of who do we have in the draft.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, you're totally embracing my method of picks. Just trade them all away.
What team does Ferguson run? I believe that's you, Dave. You run the Aliens.
Yeah, I run the Aliens.
He's been running the Aliens for a while now. It's no longer Espelone.
Yeah,
It's goddamn Dave.
We're going on 6 seasons.
I know. Speaking of, did you ever respond to what your next weekend's looking like?
Next weekend. So as always, Sunday, Monday are my days off.
Yep.
T-Bob? Incomplete.
I know I have a Thunderbirds game to go to Saturday night.
Thunderbirds.
Yeah.
Which sport is that? What a punt.
But you play for the Wickies.
AHL.
Ah,
When is our friend Mr. Frost to go in there? It's Ham to the house.
touchdown. Wait,
Is he
what about me?
going somewhere? Isn't he going somewhere else? I don't know, but we need to figure that out. We should.
need-
I can ask.
We need to get him to Bridgeport.
Who's Mr. Frost?
Calvin Frost,
Oh,
Alaska.
I thought somebody was referring to me.
No. So Calvin Frost, Alaska, is actually an AHL linesman.
Ooh.
So when he debuted his first game, Dave, myself, and many others got into the Chechia locker room and literally started tweeting at the team he was linesman for to get on their jumbotron. True story. Like we were like getting screenshots of the linesmen.
That some of those screenshots are gold.
Oh, they are. Like the one
Wait,
with him
so wait.
smiling.
I'm not familiar with hockey. He's a linesman, isn't a referee?
Yes, he's a zebra.
Oh. I was about to say, is he going to get called up anytime soon? But I realized what a linesman is.
So yeah, so
Yeah. So I was Espelone before Bork. And I mean, Espelone, I think, is a
Butterball with another
Thunderball.
huge run.
And it's a touchdown. There's still a game.
we
Well,
can hope.
it's still anybody's game, I think.
Still 21 points, make it 20. Still a tall order for the Rush, but they definitely are still in this. So, yeah, we do have to figure that out, but I'll bother him about that.
Oh, I just did. He's
Oh, you
in my
did?
war. Yeah.
Perfect.
Now, when it comes to kicking and muffs, do the kicking teams have like enough awareness to recover it on a muff, or do they ever recover it?
So, I think the logic has changed a couple of times, and so I don't want to speak really to what I know. Wide open Taba to buy.
More fantasy points for you who drafted him.
It's a good pick. So I think it depends on a few things. If I recall, though, it used to be they recover it, and I think that logic changed. So we've had some really interesting logic changes with kicking over the years. So when the league first started, it was like they wouldn't kick for more than 40 yards out, regardless of kick power. Then they adjusted it. And then Dave, not this Dave, Axis Dave, actually said, well, what if we make it so that they can muff the punts and muff the kicks? And so it used to be if they muff it, so if they recover and it's a muff, yes, but I don't think we've seen an actual muff. And I know that sounds weird because I know what you're thinking. I've seen the exact same game as you, okay? There was no way that there aren't any muffs. But what it is you can tell when it bounces off the hands and it looks like it goes past the player. It's almost like bad kicking accuracy is a weird meta trade-off. Because it'll make the punt returner and kick returner less likely to return it, but also you're going to miss every shot you take. It's a fun little meta experiment.
What do you think? Force and Shaft, first game of the night?
Nah. We'll get another good one.
Oh. Okay.
This game is a 30-point difference ish. 30-ish.
I think after this game, Dave, I will be ahead of you in our fantasy group.
Force the next game. Dear God, I hope. I mean, look, if the Knights are close in the next game, by the way, as always, always root for a super upset. So I will be rooting hard for the Knights, but I don't think anyone would be upset if the Knights pull off a fluke win on the Lions. I asked.
Dave.
Wide, short, and everything. It's high wins, dude.
So Alaska is done for the season.
No.
Wait,
Yeah.
why is he done?
They only do so many. Like, he only had a handful of games.
And, like,
Oh,
didn't he
well,
get, like, boxed out of games by, like, the person who made the schedule? Offsides here. Salami Lid is going to take it.
Story.
He posted something in Chechia locker room about that. Tell him next season we want him in Bridgeport.
I don't know anything about hockey because I'm from the South, so I will agree.
Not too much, Billy. How about yourself? Hunter Estrada with his first catch of the night.
We only have like 2 hockey teams down here in the South. It's weird.
Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna turn on the lights so I don't go blind.
It's NHL.
No, we got 4, actually. 4 hockey teams in the South. Got the interception by Botterman. And of course, TOK has to miss it.
What's the closest NHL to you?
To me, it would. Ooh, that's a good question. I think it would be the Dallas Stars.
Oh, okay. All right.
But aren't like no like AAA, AHL, or whatever teams nearby?
I mean, there's the
NHL.
there's the ECHL. Or not, no, I'm trying to think of the league with the Huntsville Havoc.
CHL is a thing. It could be.
No. I think it was ECHL.
Yeah, that's definitely possible. I have one of those in Worcester. We have the Worcester Railers.
There used to be a team called the Louisiana Ice Gators, where I went to a game once when I was like a little kid. They folded sadly, but they were fun.
Hockey's worth it, man. Playoffs are coming up. You should check them out.
Oh no, my girl's a huge Stars fan. I'm a Penguins fan. It'll be interesting.
Oh hell yeah.
Although I must say I have a soft spot for the Golden Knights and the Kraken.
I mean, as a Golden Knights fan, I appreciate it.
It's
Well,
great.
I just kind of have a soft spot for the newer teams.
I mean, I was in Vegas in their first playoff run. That was nuts.
Wasn't
I
that their
def-
first season?
Uh huh.
I do have a soft spot for them. Don't worry.
And then the Kraken were held to like such unreasonable standards as a result.
Well, I mean, look, they can't all be the Knights.
I think they're kind of showing that real strong start isn't really sustainable, though, huh?
Doesn't matter. It's a hockey town now.
It's true.
What y'all have the Raiders?
No one cares about the Raiders.
I feel like you would care about the Raiders. They're the only football team minus no, UNLV no one cares about. So
And Salami Lid's going to add insult to injuries. That's going to bring up a first down.
There's done a
It's like-
Jimbo. That's alone there.
Ah, man.
Yeah.
like who goes down to the strip and thinks, "Oh boy, I'm gonna go see a UNLV Rebels game."
I will be honest. Do you know how many times Adam goes to the strip outside of work just to really see me? That's kind of it. When
I
I'm
like
there.
that a lot too.
Well, I mean, if you live in Vegas, it's just where do you live in Vegas? Are there any suburbs?
Yeah.
There are suburbs in Las Vegas. I always
Yeah.
imagined it was just
Oh, Lid is going to be a flag for unsportsmanlike conduct here, as he is
Cobra Kai.
going to make it a 50 burger.
But no, I always imagined it was the strip, and that's it. Like I figured the rest was just like sandy desert.
No. And it's high winds, dude. It's no good.
How many cities are in Nevada?
A few.
Few or a few?
I don't know what defines it as being a city, so I can't. TLK moment. Saba, how is it going?
Saba.
Frost Giants legend.
Oh.
Well, he really was the original GM for the Knights, who are about to start playing. He showed up at the right time.
I'm trying to remember his player name.
Leo the Dagger Thompson.
That has to be Reykjavik Bears stuff because I don't
Nope.
remember anything.
Frost Giants.
What season was this?
To answer Billy's question, this is the first game, so you've missed 0.
I miss Billy.
Thank you for answering my question, that white guy. Phew. To the question of how many cities are in Las Vegas
Gotcha.
or Nevada.
It's crazy to think that Billy was supposed to take over for Espelon at some point in his career too.
Yep.
So many different people were.
It's a hard mantle to fill, and I don't think anyone's ever. I think Peterson's your best bet.
I really do. I'm very excited for that.
I can't imagine Dave leaving though, retiring.
Well, Espelon retired.
Oh, he's retired. He's not playing.
He's
I mean
done.
the GM.
Oh no.
Oh.
He's talking about as the running back.
Ah, see, they're showing some sportsmanship by kneeling.
About time. All right, on to the next game. Flaherty is your defensive player of the game. The Knights are up, Saba. It's a Hollywood night.
Knights at night. Hey,
Let's play the how many Bob Seger references will TLK make game? No.
Or how many obscure references will I make?
What the heck?
Yay, we got the classic harpoon team.
The Whalers.
The Whalers, the greatest logo of all the base teams.
Yeah, sure thing. Hammerheads, I think, are the final game of the night, so they'll be for a bit. We're in Hollywood as they host the Lions. I gotta fix that now. Alright, hold on a second, folks. I'm gonna have to close Access and check something. Before I do that, let's check here. Let's do PM, sorry. Check those PMs in a second. Cool, I just gotta close and reopen Access. I just don't want to risk something being broken, so I'd rather just close, reopen.
Oh Jesus Christ! I saw that 100-point game on the Steam.
Yeah, that happens.
Oh yeah, that's back when that's some nightmares type of stuff.
This game reminds me about how badly we need to get out of Denver. Yeah, you need to head to Kathmandu.
Is that a reference I don't understand? Is that a Bob Seger reference?
It's 2 Bob. Get Out of Denver is a Bob Seger song, as is Kathmandu.
Let's see.
Our experts have Hollywood at a 5% chance. So let's do a prediction. Yeah, let's do a prediction. We're going to do a prediction really fast. Number of sacks over under 4.5.
Yay.
I'm saying there's a chance. When are the Lions better than you? The Lions are 2-time defending champions right now.
And the Knights are
Not.
in a deep rebuild. It's not that they're not good. It's just that they're not. What's the word I'm looking for? As experienced.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
Hey.
we should have gone with Miami Vice uniforms tonight.
Should have. I'm gonna save those. I'm gonna do a color rush. I'm gonna put a color rush on the calendar and do that.
Yeah, because honestly, here's a hot take. I love the Vice uniforms more than I like the classic red and gray.
Well, I mean, yes, but I would argue, and here's my argument, the Vice uniforms are great because we don't see them consistently.
True.
I'll be leaving assuming that we win. Aw, Saba, breaking my heart already.
I am the walrus.
If I found out otherwise, I will be very disappointed as Calvin Frost gets tackled for a loss. McWigan back to pass. Incomplete.
Overthrown. It is 4th and 7. So I think it was the Knights' defense doesn't have a single fantasy point. Do you think that's going to change today, TOK?
No.
Okay. Odeon is the Eggman. Woo.
Hawksong back to pass. Has a man deep. It's Blaze Boss. And that's
And here it
Vancouver
comes.
touchdown. I think Saba's going to be very disappointed.
Oh no. Saba won't be disappointed, hopefully.
Well, I said I'm leaving assuming that we win. If I find out otherwise, I will be very disappointed. He was the original Knights GM.
I thought that was a Bob Seger reference.
Nope.
Oh,
But the Knights are looking to turn the page.
that's the Bob Seger reference.
Yes, it is.
Haha, can't stop me now.
Queen, not Bob Seger.
Yep, but I'm going to make references to other bands just to balance it all out.
Sounds good. And there's sack numero uno, Calvin Frost.
Calvin Frost gets the sack.
McWigan nearly hit with a safety. There's a late hold here. It's coming back. Bush Hardwood. They're going to decline it, though, for 4th down, which means it's a punt. By the way, speaking of Bob Seger and old albums, Dave, did you ever listen to all of Greetings from Asbury Park?
No, I didn't. I keep listening to.
Kylie Ray gets a good gain.
I do keep listening to Blinded by the Light. To be honest,
That's
I really
fair.
like that. I really enjoy the difference in it. You know what I mean? And obviously, that's the original or whatever. But to like feel how chaotic it really was compared to how.
Manfred Mann covered it.
Right, exactly. Is just so interesting to me.
You should also listen to both their versions of For You.
See, everybody, it's all the small things that gets people united. Also, hello, Kobe from the Probe.
And Craig Shiloh will get this one.
I think y'all missed the reference, but
Oh,
okay.
I got the Blink-182 reference.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know where it fell into the conversation.
I feel like you're shoehorning it. And the thing is, as the night moves along, you've got to really just naturally have it come in.
Reference. There's a reference.
Odeon, I don't know if I can say that. As much as I do like it, there's just something about the rawness of Bruce's that really.
And Martinelli touchdown.
Yeah.
Hello, Kobe from the Frobe. How's it going? I forgot. What's the weather for this game?
Did it? I don't think it mattered that much unless it wasn't high winds.
I mean, it does. It's just good to know. Because I don't think I actually looked at it. Or I did, and I forgot. Clear no winds. Sorry.
So we're golden.
Yeah. So you can't even say that the Knights are throwing against the wind to get there, as Valkonen will get a 1st down. But McWigan can't connect that time. all right. It's SCFSL game night. How can I not be doing all right? McWigan
And
back
here
to
he-
pass. Finds Huayquipan. And we'll
Hot quick pan.
not quite. And it's a first down as we hit the second quarter. And there's sack number 2 from Calvin Frost.
Having himself a day, and I'm surprised the Knights have only held the Lions to 14.
Well, I know the Lions do switch up their playbooks for games like this. And their sack number 3 is Vidal Valor will get the turnover. And Martinelli, touchdown.
As he cranks that Soldier Boy.
By the way, the trick to shoehorning in references to songs is not making it obvious. So, for example, I wouldn't say the Knights are going Shame on the Moon because that just doesn't make any sense. But I might say that they're throwing against the wind.
I don't have to go into that one.
That was 2 Bob Seger ones in one sentence, but it wasn't really shoehorning it. But you'll know when they happen, or you just need to listen to more Bob Seger, as everyone should. Because Dave, I know, loves his Bob Seger.
I do like some of his stuff, but again, something I never dove into.
And it's another fumble. That is sack number 4. You gotta be slick about it. Exactly. I think the Knights kind of looked at this calendar and just said, "C'est la vie, they're not going to win it." I still got to figure out a way to naturally throw Shame on the Moon in a conversation. That's the one title of his. Also, phenomenal song. I love it. The use of...
He doesn't believe us. He won MVP. So he's tagging you. He's pinging you.
Who's pinging me? Penguin?
Shiny.
Shiny?
Shiny.
Dude, he had 50 sacks.
It was 50? Okay.
There is no way it's not him. Like, yeah. That was what, season 11?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had 50 sacks. You know how many sacks the next person had?
How many?
24. If you double the number of sacks compared to your next best peer, there's no way you don't win MVP.
Right.
That one was easy. Like, Beeman and Oxlong were close in numbers. Vent was on, like, a tier completely different from everyone else. He had an Aaron Donald-like year. Of course he was going to get MVP. His bottom gets it, and there's a face mask there.
David Aaron Donald Vent.
Exactly. And it's a pick here, Jefferson Steel Flex.
I think it's so interesting that, like, I thought the speed caps were going to do a lot more. You know what I mean? Like, I thought they were going to make the game run.
Well, what's our next game? I don't think you're going to see speed caps impacting a game like this one.
Right. Well, I just mean overall watching it. I expected it to look a little different than it does. And I think what I'm just noticing most is that RBs now have a little more of a chance.
RBs have a little more of a chance, which opens up the playbook. And the other thing to notice, And so here, watch this play. And I want, depending on how it goes, I think it's going to be a throw. So watch McGuigan. He has time in the pocket.
Yes, that too. Correct.
That's kind of the other big thing. And it's small. It's not saying that, like, we can say, okay, this is, as a result, we're going to see a lot more. Because defenses are weaker, as are offenses. But that time in the pocket lets the play develop. And that's kind of the big difference. Although that time he is hit while throwing, but Valkonen flies forward, gets the first.
What a first down.
What a play from Valkonen.
Really fighting for that.
Guigan back to pass. And Iodell. Come on, Hollywood. Get some points on the board. I don't like shutouts. Never have, never will. As Botterman gets a short gain. And Iodell again, coming alive. Yeah, it's chromatic. I love the chromatic scale Seeger uses in Shame on the Moon. Hit while throwing, Hardwood comes back for it, falls forward, and Hollywood's going to burn a timeout with 35 seconds left. They've got one more play, and they're thinking of, depending on how this goes, McGuigan hit while throwing isn't going to get anywhere. I believe we are one sack away from the overs winning it. And Caden Coleman's kick is up and good. Hollywood is not being shut out tonight.
Right down the middle. Look at that.
Beautiful kick. And Blaze Boss. Love the birds in the background. Thank you, PCast. I actually think there's like one that's like nested right outside of my window, but I can't see it. I think they're like a level below. So like I hear them every morning. They're loud. As Kylie Ray with a block and gets the touchdown.
How bad is the score? I was gone. Oh my.
Kylie Ray with a 70-yard reception. Everything is either a 1 or divisible by 7.
What?
So Kylie Ray has 7 receptions on 7 yards on 1 reception and 70 yards on what? No, 70 yards on 1 reception or 7 yards on 1 run. It is either divisible. It is either a 1 or divisible by 7. Also 1 target, 1 reception. So it's pretty neat. It's your random weird stat moment of the night. And let me just make sure. Our stats, game stats, team stats. 3 sacks.
And -5 rushing yards.
Yeah. I mean, they also haven't been running much. So a lot of those are like just their few run attempts have not been much as Boss is going to get 2 to 28. Oxlong has time. Finds Shiloh. Oxlong short pass. Martinelli. Touchdown.
So good for my team.
Oh, I guess I must have missed a touchdown.
Martinelli.
It's It's par for the course at this point.
Valkonen gets a good run there. Gets to the 14. Wigan back to pass. Short one. Bobbled. Ooh. And McWigan sacked by Lovehammer. Hit while throwing. Can't get his man, but it's 4th and 18. Avoids the safety. That puts the sack count at 4, by the way, for those keeping track at home. So if you bet on the over, if you bet on the under, you're sweating a bit. As we still have three minutes in this quarter and a whole nother quarter of football. Martinelli. There's a flag here, but I think it's an offside, so the touchdown will stand. And my fantasy team is happier for it. 51-yard rushing touchdown. PCast, if you're still here, I have a question. Because while I am good at identifying birds and birding itself, I can't identify bird calls for the life of me. Can you recognize what it is? Because I cannot. I wish it was like an app where you could just like, what's the Shazam for bird calls? I wonder if there is an app. And Sparrow, okay. Calvin Frost will get the turnover. That is not recorded as a sack, funnily enough, although that is a fix that Danny has done. And Martinelli runs it in for another touchdown. Wigan throws in multiple coverages. Hello, Mr. Cornwall. How's it going? Vancouver is destroying Hollywood. Wigan back to pass. Finds Hardwood for a short gain. But it's 4th and 4 with still another quarter to go. So they will be punting. Caden Coleman boots it. Excellent. Love to hear it. Vancouver has a hell of a defense. At work, that's also fair. Vancouver does have a hell of a defense. It's why they are the 2-time defending champions. Martinelli. The Hollywood Knights are in very much a rebuild. If we were to gauge where these teams are at, they're at complete opposite ends of the spectrum. If you had Martinelli in your fantasy, he put up 200 yards and 5 touchdowns. Is it just like normal, ignoring PPR, Dave? Is it normal scaling?
Wait, what? Sorry?
Is it normal scaling? So, like, it's 5 touchdowns, that's 30 points plus 100 yards, it's another, like, 40 points. He's, like, got a 40-point game tonight. Martinelli.
I'm so confused. Oh, I'm not. I can go look.
How long till the Mingos play? Are the Mingos prime time? I think I have the Mingos. I either have the Mingos prime time or... Mingos are 3 games from now. Because it's Denver, Lidditz, and then Flamingos.
So yeah, it's what?
Grayson
0.1.
touchdown. 0.1 per yard.
Yeah.
So ignoring receptions, yeah, he's got a 40-point game tonight. There's pure fantasy. I'm really excited for Domingo's Wallabies game. I'm really disappointed Hyder couldn't join us in the booth just because I was going to trash talk him the entire time. Because he's the Mingo's quarterback. So it felt appropriate.
Wait, was the first Robinson was on there, right?
Oh, yes. And
That's what I thought.
You're accepted by Masturbator.
Oxlong back to pass. Craig Shiloh is going to fall forward, get the not quite the first down as he gets pushed out of bounds. Oxlong has thrown over 50% of his passes as touchdowns. Martinelli runs into two players but gets a first down. I'm excited and nervous. PCast, why are you nervous? Because the space raid offense is dangerous as Henry Moore gets the touchdown. Kobe from the Froby, if you're still here, that's a Moore touchdown. It should be a great game, absolutely. 3 straight games with at least 1 interception. Love it. I like it when people are excited about their players doing things. It's always fun. As we hit the third quarter, Vancouver is laying on a 70-point difference on the Knights. What do we think? Force and chat? No. I'm joking. Don't do it.
You should never tell them to do something as a joke.
I know, I realize that. And there is another pick. 74 in chat. Yikes.
You knew it was coming.
I knew it was coming. I deserve it. Hubris, thy name is TLK. As Jason Grayson falls forward, gets second touchdown. And
how could the Lions be so heartless by scoring all these points, you know?
Look, the Knights are in a rebuild. It's very simple. They've got a lot of work to do.
Yeah. Kanye West. That's a nice kickoff.
Zuko Ito's pretty good.
I think we could start Zuko. I think Dust might want to put Zuko Ito at quarterback now.
Wow, you've got freaking... I mean, I get it, like, because there's no way the Knights are coming back from this. That one's bobbled.
Well, the Knights are a second-half team, so...
That's true. Although they've scored more in the first half than they have in the second.
So the Knights are a first-half team now?
No. So you know the origin of that, right? The Knights are a second-half team?
They score all their points in the second half. They had some big comeback in a big game to upset somebody.
No. No, it started as a joke in their first season when Saba, Flagus, who you saw earlier, was the GM, and the Knights were very bad their first season. They didn't win a single game. And so he would always joke as they were getting stomped live on stream, don't worry, the Knights are a second-half team. And they never materialized second-half team because they didn't have the roster for it, but it was always the joke.
There's no reason to be nervous to PCast.
Oh.
Vancouver.
He's not nervous about that. He's nervous about the Wallabies Flamingos game.
You think we'll crack 100?
No. Not a chance.
We're only 13 away.
Yeah, I know. We won't. I hope not. I'm rooting against it, but they've got to score 14 in about 2 minutes. Keep in mind, they're going to kneel it the moment the 2-minute warning hits and Hollywood's out of timeouts.
Wait, have the Knights scored a touchdown this season?
Yes. They scored a touchdown last... This is actually the first game they will not have scored a touchdown.
Oh, right. I remember that scored on Wednesday.
Yep. Scored on Wednesday and on Tuesday. Alright, if you bet on the over, congratulations, you win. As Lovehammer gets the sack. Wigan back to pass. And it's 4th and 18. They're going to punt. Oh for 2 on bets today. Green Army is losing points. Figure out what Green Army's going to bet on and bet the exact opposite. And Henry Moore, touchdown. Oh, we might see 100. I might be eating my words.
What is the biggest blowout in SCFSL history?
Biggest blowout is it's either Mexico City Nightmares. Alright, so there's a couple of ways to answer that question. Mexico City Nightmares definitely was, by score, the biggest blowout. The biggest blowout on the largest stage and the first time we ever saw 100 points, though, is Super Casual Bowl 2.
What was the score of that game?
Too many to 70.
Jesus Christ, it's more like a basketball game.
Yeah. It was an aggressive offensive display back when in Season 2 no teams had defenses. McGuigan back to pass, hit while throwing, nearly picked there, and it's 4th and 3.
They're going to go for this. They are very bold. Bold
Look,
strategy.
Not only are they going to go for it, they will kick an onside upon a touchdown, and that one's bobbled! Couldn't come down with it.
And probably would have had their best chance at a touchdown.
Yeah. Mingo's score said 1, though. So the Coyotes did win. Yes, that was a fun UX UI glitch. Martinelli has over 200 all-purpose yards, 5 touchdowns. Martinelli again, and touchdown. Congratulations, folks. We have broken the 100-point barrier. This is a game that will live in infamy.
Or Femi, depending on who you're a fan of.
Yeah.
Wait, is Femi... What is the opposite of infamy?
Fame.
Oh, that was close enough. I mean, who cares about vowels? Considering that your name is all consonants, TLK.
That's true. Which is funny, because TLK is not a word in any of my name. It's not a letter in my name at all. I don't know why the heck I chose those 3 letters. McWigan.
That's probably why.
Yeah.
The random siren head.
Well, I mean, I live near a hospital, so all the ambulances come and go.
Which you just walk in the emergency room.
Save on cost. Look, I will say this: I live on top of a hill. The best thing about living across from a hospital is I never have to worry about it in snow.
Right. And plus, if you really get hurt, you can just roll down the hill into the hospital.
Well, that too, but more just like that road will always be plowed because no chance you're letting ambulances go skidding down a hill.
That's even better.
Yeah. Past to Botterman.
You have okay.
What?
You must live.
Again, you cut off there.
You must.
You're cutting off, man.
You must be living the good life.
I am.
I have my hand down on the spacebar hotkey. I don't understand.
I don't know.
So the most points scored in a game was what? Okay, it doesn't matter now.
If you look at the scoregami, you can find a nightmare. Most points scored in a game by one team or both teams?
One game by one team.
One game by one team is, I think that one, but it's definitely is the Nightmares Silver Aztecs game, but I don't remember what the score was.
I'll look that up.
And that'll do it for the game. 101-3 for Vancouver. All right, and now we should be getting to the fun games.
That was painful.
All right. Oxlong is your offensive player of the game, throwing 10 touchdowns. Calvin Frost, your defensive player, with 4 sacks alone. All right. Let's go to our third game in Denver, I believe. Yeah, it's in Denver as the rivalry match continues. Great rivalry match. Bring back the Vipers. The Vipers are doing great in the Dev League. I don't know why we would ever. They're actually in a really good spot. It's not like the Vipers are gone, and it's not their history is gone. As you can see, the Vipers do exist, but they are a Dev League team. All right. We are in Denver. It's the Denver Dragons host the Reykjavik Frost Giants. I went too far. I can spell. C, C+. That's funny. Just a weird combo there. All right. CJ, I'm going to assume you're going to ping your locker room and let them know.
Yeah, 1 second.
All right, our experts have Reykjavik as the favorites. We're going to skip a prediction for this game. Where did we put it? It is...
I find it weird that they're giving us such heavy favorites. I ran tests and they had Denver favorite.
It's interesting. We'll go Baltimore. It's purple. They're purple. Oh wait, Denver's at Reykjavik? That's easy then. I realize I have it wrong, but that's okay.
Okay, so I've looked this up. The highest scoring game was not the Silver Eagle Nightmares.
What was
By
it?
1 point. It was the Twisters and the Nightmares.
Wow. Yeah, it checks out.
S11 week 6, it was 117-12.
Oh, I think the Silver Eagles had the highest blowout. No, shutout, sorry. Go Dragons. Toxic Smoke to kick this one off as Botterman is going to get this one.
This will be an interesting game.
Absolutely. Beeman back to pass. And nearly picked theirs. It looked like Vance just got tripped up on his own throw. Or maybe that was King.
Who was nearly the one picking that one off?
I don't
What
know who's
number?
nearly picking off. I just know who was missing their step.
And a sack by Commander Fluffy.
Yep.
His beard looks fluffy. That's why we call him Fluffy.
That's
I
fair.
like Space Jam. I will not change it, or we will not change it.
I didn't. Okay.
Fourth and 18.
So.
I believe it's Emidas Blair to return this kick.
Yep.
Make somebody miss. Okay, a good little return.
Tyson Rouge short gets the first.
First down.
I thought he was short.
Well, I guess not. I mean, I don't really have much to say in that regard, but nice little gain here of 4 yards.
Riggs has time, throws it just out of bounds.
3rd down and 6.
Riggs again, back pass, wide open as Boateng, and Boateng scores.
And Boateng scores. Touchdown.
I'm going to refill my water bottle. I will be right back.
Alrighty. As Toxic Smoke will line up to take the PAT. And he makes it? Oh my god. Anyway. Now to kick off the Frost Giants.
I got
There
to
it
get
is.
out some food. Sorry.
Okay, it's all good. As Boderman will return it. And gets to the 30... I can't read that through chat. 30... Oh. Beating with a flag, that's going to be a hold. Vents. It's offsides, so it'll be 1st and 5. So, sorry, ZKF, that did not really count. And Ulysses Grant will be tackled in the backfield by Dick Richards with TFL. Incomplete pass. Intended for
Deflected.
Vent, I want to say.
It's either Vent or King because they're both running number 6.
3rd and 5. He has a deep target. It's incomplete. I think that was Dick Richards on the play. So Hato will kick to Blair. The 2 S13 rookies. Boderman getting a tackle for loss. 2nd and 11.
Riggs back to pass, has time, throws it to Tyson Rouge. Rouge has a block and gets to the 40.
Big reception.
Yep.
And I just read the... Never mind.
And just throws that one away. He doesn't like the reads.
Right, but wouldn't you let them have time to develop?
Maybe he just didn't like how it was looking. I'm not. Look, Axis ain't perfect. That's Boateng.
As the
We'll
other
get the first.
Boateng, I think in every game since I've traded for Devin Boateng, both Boatengs have had a catch.
Yep.
Riggs drops back, and there's the other Boateng. See, this is fun. You never know which Boateng is going to get the ball.
Sometimes Tyson Rouge for a loss.
Yeah. 3rd and 6. As that's the end of the first. No.
Now it is. Ooh,
What are we going to do?
Did they go for it here?
We're going for it.
No, it's a Weathersham. No, they're going for the punt.
Oh.
It was a question of if they go for the field goal. It's not in Smoke's range. He just yeets that one.
Royd punt.
Yemen looking to do something and bobbled.
Nearly volleyballed back to a lineman.
Yemen's been 1 for 6.
No yards.
Gonzo Leafson will get his first career reception. No, not his first career reception. First reception of the night.
Oh, I forgot he's on the Dragons.
Yep.
4th and 8, and on comes Hato to punt.
Hato's been punting really well. Not that it's been doing much for anything else, but
Hot Toe has a hot toe.
welcome back, the White Guy. You have not missed the Hammerheads yet. We're only on game 3.
Right. Which is looking to be a pretty good defensive battle so far. Never mind, our game plan of just yeeting it up is going to work as Devin gets the touchdown. Both Boatengs now have a touchdown, I believe.
Yep.
See, that's our strategy. We just yeet it up and hope they get it.
And it's good.
It's a straddle.
Yes.
That's the Frost Giants' way. Just throw it up and hope they come down with it.
I mean, you have the receivers for it. It's not a bad strategy.
Right. But it's not going to work against good teams.
It won't work against the Wallabies or Flamingos.
Yeah, I see that.
I'm not sure it'll work against the Hammerheads, but I'm very excited about that game. As PP Poo Poo will get this one.
The former Frost Giant.
The
For
longer
like-
the heat, the farther the ball goes from Wolford. Probably a good idea. That's true.
Right, because I've seen what Wolford can do, and it terrifies me. Hit picked off by Tag Tuavaloa. Sorry, did I blow out your eardrums?
No, you're good.
Toss to Tyson. And the toss to sight the Tyson gets 6. Hand off again to Rouge, and he will have it. It will get 2. He will have it.
And fullback dive gets the first.
Jinx.
I don't think Wolford is garbage. Not even MVP, they say. Look, I was looking at the choices.
Volleyball. Incomplete.
Ucker was really good. I'll show you the stats. He led in like most categories and had a really low interception to pass rate.
Caught by a Bottomman. First down. Oh, I wanted a touchdown so badly from the Bottomman. That's all right. Frost Giants driving. Hand off to Rouge. Gets about 4. 3. They are hopefully in Toxic Smoke's field goal range. Hopefully. Is it complete? 3rd and 7.
Can't throw a pick if you're sacked. That's true. So one of the things next patch for Axis 21 that actually just got announced today by Danny the Axis team is that we will be recording percentage of time sacked. So, and it's high wins, dude. It's no good. So we will be able to see sort of more of Wilfrith's impact had he played in the post-patch era. That will show us that. But right now we can only speculate, which really frustrates me.
Willie Beeman not having the greatest game of the way today, but that's okay. He's still in this.
Absolutely, as PP Poo Poo is going to get a first.
And that's, I want to say, over a 33% completion rate.
Yep. And bad throw from Beeman there.
Thrown straight to the defender.
Absolutely, it'll be cool to see. Also, in addition, he's been going through like some of the bugs. So we got rid of the 2-point glitch. He got rid of the bounce over the end zone coffin glitch, and so that got added in as well because Toasty asked for it.
Are they gonna eliminate the volleyball if they know how to, or
He's working on that. I think he's trying to work on that, or at least make it so that the volleyball is actionable. But I think that's going to come in with the new animations. And it's going to be a punt here.
Will be with Axis 23, 2.
2.
I forget it's not like Madden.
Yeah, no, it's the year it comes out.
Riggs set to drop, throws, and it's incomplete. "46 seconds, drops back, throws. He's got Caleb Boateng, who is down the sideline. Will he get out of bounds? No, he will not, but it is okay. Timeout by the Frost Giants. And he throws it incomplete. 30 seconds left.
Cole, are you saying like you can't find any of just the supercut, or are you saying you can't find any of the games on YouTube? Because I can help you with that. Missed catch, Satch.
3rd and 10.
Riggs throws it deep, and Boateng gets it. Touchdown.
I think that's now 2 for Devin and 1 for Caleb.
Checks out. Hello, Hex. How's it going?
And we respond in kind by missing the extra point. Yes, Boateng.
I'll take a look, Cole. Yeah, it's definitely there. It might just be unpublished. So I'll take a look after the stream. All right. Let's start the second half. Denver's going to be kicking off. As Chester Chess will get his first kick return of the night to the 27-28. Riggs gives it to Rouge. Gonna kiss my PC when I get home. I love that.
You're gonna do what to your PC?
No, I was just reading, and my brain just like sometimes reads letters too early, and so it like combines words. It's really just fun with my ADD. Because I keep pointing out to myself, I gotta slow down with what I read and what I say.
Soup in the Discord for us. I forgot who Soup was. Soup.
On your team or on any team?
He's in my locker room. I figure he's been part of the Frost Giants before. Soup.
Soup. I can look him up on the bank sheet. I know you.
He's with the Rougarous.
And Vence is going to score a touchdown.
Yes. Are you sure we have time for this?
No. But I will, because it's going to bother me.
Okay.
Soup is Peter Parker.
Yes, Peter Parker.
That's fair. And so down by play Tarkov. Second best event player in the league. Ooh.